We are
Big
live.
big dub Monday Night Football against the Jets. Let's go. Yeah, buddy.
Oh my God. What an amazing win, guys. What an amazing win, guys. We got a lot to discuss. Super excited. Guys, this is just awesome. As you notice, Kyle is no longer with us. He's at a watching event somewhere in LA, so he's not going to be here today. So, yeah,
He's in
we
the
are
penalty
accepting
box?
applications for other Bolt Bros now as well. Let's get into it, guys.
I'm Deion Henley. You watching the Bolt Bros podcast? Let's do it!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man.
What a game.
What a game. I mean, it's funny because I know you and I were chatting throughout the game and everything, and you're like, man, it's an ugly win, but at the same time, good teams find ways to win in ugly games. And that's essentially what really, really happened in this game, in my opinion. It was an ugly game, but you found a way to win. And that's the big part of this game. I have a quote, I think, from John Harbaugh from last week, and he talked about that. He says, you're not going to always play your best, but this is what he said. In this league, you have to be able to do that and find a way to win in these ugly games because you're not always going to be hitting on every cylinder every week.
Nope, for sure.
You have to find a way to win those games. And that's really what the Chargers ended up doing this way. Offensively, Justin Herbert didn't really do well, but team made this win happen. That's what you want to see. Whole team wins. And
Yep.
I could go
100%.
on for a while on this.
Yeah, you're breaking up right now too. So, and bottom line, I'll say this, I think that slump buster came through, right? So we, how the Chargers got our groove back. Remember that movie? How Stella got her groove back, right? Her groove, Anyways, it was a stupid movie, but whatever. Hey, the Chargers got their groove back. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. So, team stats.
Right.
Look at it. Hey guys, we scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter. How exciting is that?
Woo!
By the way, that was a sick, dude. That was a sick. That was great English there, Andrew. That's awesome. That was a sick. Anyways, but look at the total yards. It's kind of crazy to me. They got these junk yards at the end because they were at 180 at the end. I think is what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they obviously, again, we jumped on a little early, guys. So we missed the latter end of it. But once it was 26 or 27-6, we're like, let's just go. Yeah. But look, total yards, not great, guys, but they got a good defense, man. I'm impressed. They did good. And guys, throw your questions out. We're going to get to it. We're just going to go through a few slides and then go. Okay. So we're going to go through some of the stats here. But
one thing that's wild about these total yards right now at the half, Chargers had a total of 108 yards at the half.
Wow.
Jets had 104 total yards at the half. It's not like we did a lot in the second half by any means. What is that? Essentially almost 82 yards that we had in total offense in the second half.
Yep.
That's not really pretty at all. At all.
Yeah, not at all. But look, we look good as it, guys. What I tell you, James, I said, dude, this game is ugly. I wanted to turn this game off. I was just annoyed. I don't love defensive games. They're just not fun for me. I want to see Herbert throw the ball out. I want to see balls to the wall. You know what I mean? Balls to the wall, right? And by the way, that catch from Allen, holy smokes. I went from 6 to midnight, guys. I'm not even joking, dude. Dude, it was crazy. Dude? Yeah. I don't have a we need Kyle. Wait. Yeah, I had to tuck it underneath the belt. It was crazy. So, but check this out, guys.
And the cool thing, just to say about that Allen catch, catch got him over 10,000 yards too. So amazing to be able to see. So really cool.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, guys, smash that like button and subscribe for sure. Again, throw your questions out. We're just going to review stats real quick. And then we got some slides we'll go through, and then we're just going to go to all your questions and thoughts. guys, this really could be the game that just catapults us into, a good run, man. Yeah, reality check. Okay, thank you. Just here for the Fire Stately comments.
Do we got a little hush?
We got a little bro, dude, but yo, guys, the defensive line looked sick, and it wasn't just Mac and Bosa, guys. It was everybody, man. They all looked good, man. Well, how many sacks did we get total? Like, what did we get?
That's 6,
5.
5. I swear it was.
Oh, no. We had 8. Sorry, we had 8. We had 8.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. That sounds better.
Which is so sick, guys. And their penalties were killing them. 4 fumbles. They had the ball a lot more, but we didn't need much. But guys, man, absolutely incredible, dude. And I can't say enough about this guy right here. My little boy, dude, lightning bug, dude, lightning bug. Yo, lightning bug, dude. I'm telling you, I was going to tell you guys this. In fact, I watched his run back in the preseason against the Rams, and I was like, yo, he's going to run one back today. Did I say that to you and James, or you and Kyle today, James? I don't remember if I did.
I don't think you did, but you put out in the universe, and it happened. So that's good.
Guys, you can thank me for that touchdown, just so you guys know. You can thank me. Okay, it's all me. It's all me, guys. No, but a lot to discuss, man. I mean, there's a lot to discuss. We'll go through some player stats as well too, because Herbert didn't have the best game in the world, but man, dude, like lightning bug. Look at that. First touchdown as an NFL player, but man, guys, the thing is, like, it's awesome to see us fire on all cylinders too. Special teams looking good, dude. We look good across the board. We look good, and guys, ugly win, man. I was not loving it, but hey, whatever, man. It's all good.
Ugly win, but that's what good teams do, And a lot of people got off the Chargers bus saying that they're not really that good, and you know what? These last 2 games really have done quite a bit for us. Like, it's interesting when that article came out just recently about how Tom Telesco apologized to the team about, signing JC Jackson and everything. That's kind of big for a GM to say something like that. And, it kind of throws off maybe the chemistry of this team. And what you're seeing right now, 2 weeks back-to-back dominant base wins. Now, are the Bears good? Not really. Are the Jets good? Well, the Jets are actually a pretty good team.
They won 3 games in a row, so.
And they're great defense. So, this is big going into this Lions game this weekend. So great to see this.
And guys, look, that defense was ridiculous. I think that defense can beat just about anybody. If they play that good, I don't foresee there being any problems, folks. Right. And guys, it was awesome seeing Herbert out there. Dude, guys, like, and man, guys, and you're right, Larry, that was a statement, dude. Here's statement. Kyle. Here's Kyle. Guys, again, Kyle's on a pip. Kyle's on a pip. He's on a personal improvement plan, so we got a list of things he has to improve on or he's out. So Kyle knows it, it's all new, No, but Herbert, 16 for 30, 136 yards. Didn't help me out in fantasy today. That's for damn sure. I was pretty pissed off about that. Kyle beat me in fantasy, so not cool.
I had a massive fantasy week because of CJ Stroud, but I also did throw in the Chargers defense specifically for this game because I needed a defense off the waiver. Hooked it up, dude. I didn't need the points, but I'd take the points all day, dude.
Oh, hell yeah. You got the Bolt Bros t-shirt. Awesome.
Let's go, dude.
We are ordering the sunglasses as well, too, folks. The sunglasses are going to be ordered. Kyle and I talked about that today. We were just kind of trying to decide on which ones we want to get, so those are going to be there as well. And guys, if you see us at Thunder Alley, we are going to be there. We're going to have some with us, so we'll hook you guys up if you see us. So definitely come up and say hello to us, folks, for sure.
No doubt.
But again, throw your questions out as well. Again, throw questions out as much as you possibly can. Again, Herbert looked good, man. I mean, man, Jets defensive line is no joke, bro. God, they are no joke.
I mean, that whole defense in general, amazing. Jets have that is their strength of their team. If they did not have that defense, this team would probably be a 1-8 what, 6?
Yeah.
The 1-7
Yeah.
team, I should say, at
Yeah.
this point. Like, it's man, that defense is legit. 100% legit.
Bro. Souse has got the souse. Now, again,
Stout.
the souse. Now, again, and Eckler, man, had no space, dude. Good
Nothing.
God, dude. He was 14 carries. Well, I guess he did average 3 yards a carry, but he got him 2 touchies. He got 2 touchies,
Hey,
you know?
he's a touchdown machine, man. He's a touchdown machine.
Machine, man. Yeah.
But the one thing I'm going to say about this, though, is that team stats wise, you know, there was such an unbalanced game, in my opinion, on the run versus the pass.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point where we only had 11 carries against like 26 passes. Like, I understand that there's a strategy of wanting to throw the ball a lot, but that goes right into the Jets' strength of their defense. Like, I get it. We're not running the ball well. Figure out how to run the ball a little bit more. Like, in my opinion, because it's not like the offense was lighting up on the air. Just figure out how to keep running that ball and just grind down that defense as much as you can.
Yeah, you know, the one thing I'll say about that too is even with the Bears game, man, there was a lot of plays that were so close to exploding.
Very close.
Even in the run game, and just one guy got him or one little thing happened, and it was like, oh my God, you know, and so it's tough. It's tough to get the running game going 100%, guys. It is. But man, I mean, bottom line, I'll just say this. It was, you know, it's hard. It's hard, especially when they know you're running, right? When they know you're running, you know, they're keyed in on it, and, you know, it's a little bit tough, but golly, dude. And we're going to talk more about the defense as well, too. You know, Eckler was good. Keenan Allen, hey, he led the team in receptions. What do you have? 8 for 77 yards. That one catch, bro, guys.
Amazing. Amazing
Holy
catch.
Smokes, bro. Woo! Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. Like, I couldn't, like, what did you think? And guys in the chat, what did you think when you saw that reception from Allen? It was like 3rd and like 13 or something, right?
Yeah, something crazy like that. And it was such a, like, I was like, well, when I saw it, I said, man, my back would have been blown out if I tried to catch that. Whoop, just that body, like, ripping your back that way, like, and to be able to get that catch was incredible.
Insane, huh?
I was excited to see that. And it's great to be able to see a catch like that, to be able to get to 10K yards in his career as a Charger. So shout out to Keenan Allen. Big historical event happened with that amazing catch. It's kind of really encapsulates his career with that catch, in my opinion, as being that clutch guy. So it was phenomenal.
You know, again, I've been watching a lot of film recently, and man, I just am so impressed with his route running and his like kind of twitchy movements, because the thing is like, they just don't know where it's coming from. And they're like, he's doing this. And then they just get juked, right? They don't know what he's doing after that. Right. So it's awesome. It's awesome. Can't say enough about Thule, the rook, dude. Guys. Oh,
that one sack he had on Zach Wilson, where he just pursued, like, was probably, I'm just going to throw it out. It's probably a 13-yard loss sack or whatnot.
Oh, that was so sick. I
haven't seen a play like that from our defensive end in a long time. Like, and a guy that could just go out there and be tenacious, find a way to be able to pursue the guy and close out. Like, that open field of a sack in a long time. That was awesome to see. Like, the future is so bright with Thule. Like, it is unbelievable right now. Like,
look at this.
Thule got 2 sacks. Matt got 2 sacks. Bosa got 2.5 sacks. Once again, what's my saying? You know, Thule, Mac, and Bosa create sacks, dude. Like, those guys will just get you sacks all day, every day, all the time. Like, this is incredible to watch right now. This is like a scary, scary situation for any defense or any offense right now. If you don't got an O-line, you're going to be dealing with these guys.
You're in trouble, dude. We're going to dry hump you up and down the field, dude.
All day.
No lube. No. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Look, I'll tell you what, though. But again, the good thing is they're having fun out there, man. Right? That's what's exciting, dude. And again, bold head, right? Yeah. You know, dude, that defensive line is legit. I didn't think they would look like that because I think our offensive lines look pretty good. We look pretty damn pedestrian when they only rushed 4 dudes, guys. 4 dudes.
They had a rush when they only did 3 and still got a sack on us.
Yep.
That's bad. They pushed 1 back into coverage and then they put in 3 and they still ended up making our line look bad. Like, my biggest concern, and we could talk about that a little bit later on, I guess, if we talk a little bit more on offense or whatnot. But my big concern is I really feel like Trey Pipkins was kind of getting on skates a little bit too. And he was getting work around the edge quite a bit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And again, there's a lot to be said about that. But again, the defense was great. Dude, Mac was all guys. Here's the thing. We're healthy. Nobody's hurt. Thank God. Well, I shouldn't say that. Palmer's hurt, obviously. But we got Everett back. It was a great team win. And I love that we're stopping the run. When I say the game was boring, I don't like a defensive game like this. Like I like seeing some points get scored. And, ultimately points did get scored.
Yep.
But I don't know. It's just not – I like to see Herbert score points.
Sure.
Just largely because he's on my fantasy team too, and I wanted to beat Kyle, and it kind of sucks that I lost to Kyle. So,
it's a fantasy thing more than the actual.
Yeah, exactly, right. No, but it was just great.
The thing I like about this game, first off, it gives us Chargers fans a little bit of a rest on our hearts instead of dealing with heart attack based games. Like, I'll take a game like this any day where it's a hard fought game, a blowout in the end, but it's a game that you felt very confident that you were going to win. And this was a very good statement game for the Chargers. It's, once again, you said it earlier in the show, this is a game that could put you to the next level, that could put you to that higher level as a team, or basically get your team more confident. You're going to need confidence against the Lions this week because they're bye week. They come out a little slow. Hopefully you come out real hot and stay hot. And this momentum is great for this team. This defense is looking good. Offense will figure itself out here shortly, but this is a great game all around for this team. And I'll take this over any of those heart attack games, in my opinion, all day.
Yeah, we took care of that heavy set, Tinder date, the Bears, right? So that slump buster, dude. The Chargers got the groove back. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're good. We're good, dude. And again, but Gilman, man, that should have been a touchdown. By the way, the stupid refs spotted that incorrectly. I was like pretty pissed off about that. Yeah. It was about a foot short from where they spotted it. I mean, I don't know. Next play, we scored a touchdown, but it was still annoying because I really wanted to see Gilman score that touchdown. That was pretty aggravating for me, in my opinion, But
I wanted to see all 3 phases get a touchdown. We almost had it there with that defensive, scoop and score.
But what's good about this too is you're seeing the defense come together. They're excited. They're happy. Everyone's happy. Wins are happening. We're hitting on chicks correctly now. You know what I'm saying? We're hitting our gaps right. You know what I mean? We're spitting game properly. But this guy right here, Dicker the kicker. I never wanted a kicker jersey in my life until now. I think I'm gonna have to get a Dicker the kicker jersey, dude. It's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna have to get it.
Yeah,
Dicker the kicker.
Hey, dude, Dicker, man, like that guy is straight up nails. 255-yard field goals this season so far. I mean, he has been an absolute stud. Have we finally found a kicker? Like Hopkins was a pretty good dude for us, but we were going through these guys. We found Dicker, and he has been nothing but nails for us, and that is awesome to see with this team. We need that. Cold-blooded Dicker, dude. Let's go.
I love it, dude. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so let's get to you guys' questions now. So, and your comments. So again, throw them out as well. So let's just kind of run through them. Again, W defense. And again, at the very end of the game, I didn't see the quiet end of the game, but I guess they missed a touchdown in the end zone. Is that what you saw, James?
Yeah. So it was Uzma, I think, that ended up dropping the ball in the end zone, completely open. So no touchdown at all happened. So we ended up finding a way to basically shut them down. That was one of my goals, is get this defense to not allow a touchdown. And they did it. I was going to say they're not going to score more than 10 points on us. I just felt like that was going to happen. And, that's exactly what happened. So But it was a lot of garbage yards. We played a lot more zone. We had some more second stringers in the back end of our defense too. So we played a lot more just soft, keep the ball in front of us. And, they still didn't score on us. That's what's funny about it.
Yeah. So, and then the bombs, I'll say this, they actually did a really good job of covering the top. I'm going to watch the all 22 footage. I'm going to probably load it up after this. I might start. By the way, just so you guys, my recap video, I'm going to try to do a couple plays and break down a couple plays, do a little more film study with it. I think that's a little more value than just, kind of talking about the game and reviewing stats.
Yep.
So I'm going to try to do that. It's a little more difficult than it sounds to make it work to some degree. But anyways, I'm going to see what I can do. But again, the MILF hunter became the hunted. Yes. That was Jesus smacking his ass. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you, dude, man, I'm still blown away in that reception. I'm going to do a highlight of that video, that reception for damn sure, dude. I mean, guys, if that's not a top 10 on ESPN, I don't know what is, dude. I mean, my God. Wow.
Yep.
Anyways,
and the one thing I'm going to say, like even just the comment that you brought up, he says we look like a team, and I think that's a very, very pertinent thing to talk about right now. Like what I've been saying a lot about this team is that we're not finding a continuity as a team. We're not complementing each other together. We're starting to gel together as a true team. This on all three phases we were firing last week. All three phases we were firing. Like, we're starting to see complementary based football. Yeah. That's a sign of a very good team. Like, I'm not really going to look at the defensive stats too much and offensive stats too much in the sense of like overall throughout the season. Right now, this team is playing with a lot of confidence and a lot of swagger, I should say. We're looking good. Yeah. And this is what you need to go into these next two games against the Lions and against the Ravens. You need to have these type of games. And we're right at that point where we're just possibly going to be at this high level as a team and really catapult ourselves for this season. So,
well, if we beat the Lions, I said if we beat the Jets, that's the next big step because they're a good 100%. Team and they're a winning team. They're over 500, right? So now they're 4-4. Wait, they're 4-4. They're 4-4 now. We're 4-4 right now. So, because they haven't had their bye week yet. But look, at the end of the day, we beat the Lions. That's another nice step, right? If we can beat them in SoFi, man, that game's going to be, guys, go to that game. If you go to that game, guys, please go to that game.
Yeah.
Please go.
Tickets will be key to that game too, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yep. And Tito looked good. And the offensive line looked okay. But, guys, you got to remember the Jets line is pretty damn elite, dude.
Yeah.
You're pretty damn elite. Why are we acting surprised if the offense wasn't doing great? Our receivers can't get open. And you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Like, dude, they were not open. I was watching. I was like, oh, they're not open. They're not open. And so, it's tough. It's tough.
It's a tip the cap to the Jets, man. I mean, they have a very, very good defense. And I felt like it was going to be an ugly game. And even an ugly game could be 27-6. So if all three phases are running, it's great.
Aether, you get your flowers. Actually, there would also be like a flower emoji like dripping down off the screen or something like that. Yeah. No, but again, you do have to tip the cap to the Jets, right? Their defense is pretty elite, right? So but hey, our defense is pretty damn elite too, right? And those are junk yards at the end, dude. Straight up. That's right.
No doubt, H4.
Yeah, and no turnovers. And by the way, how about Herbert getting that ball fumbled and then he recovered it right then? Dude, that could have been a huge loss right then.
That could have been massive. Big shout out, though, to Herbert, though, not giving up turnovers on offense, just like what you said. And it was interesting, the stat that they brought up of three other quarterbacks they played, Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Hurts, and how bad they played against the Jets. It was like none of them had more turnovers, than touchdowns against them. So they play really well against elite quarterbacks. And, Herbert just played to win the game. That's all it is. Yeah. Don't do any bad mistakes. That's the thing I hope that they were going to do in this game. And they did that in this game. Kept it clean. and the whole team found a way to win this. I mean, essentially, this game was over with when Darius Davis got a touchdown back. That pretty much ended the game. If you really think about it, how the game ended.
Yep. Yeah. And by the way, Robert, I do think Gilman is going to get his contract. I think that's going to happen. Clearly Derwin likes him and he is playing. Dude, by the way, that hit that he hit Lazard over the middle, I was oh shit, this is it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I was so glad that was not a personal, like a personal foul, because
PI.
Oh my God. I was like, oh, please don't be a PI, because that was a solid hit, dude. That needs to happen more, man.
Yeah. And the one thing I'll say about the whole defense, the defense played with a lot of energy and they seem to be tackling really, really well. Like I haven't seen that on this defense for a very long time. So it's really cool to see. We might be just finding our groove right now. So this is, once again, the Chargers found their groove back, baby. Let's go.
Man, you bet a slump buster, you get that groove back, Hey, you're in the game, dude. You're in the game. It's all good. And again, yes, you're right. I do like that Telesco owned that. I am curious. I am curious to know, was that a Telesco decision or was that mostly a Staley decision? I do know Telesco obviously gave him the contract, but who really fought to get him there, right? And I'd like to see Guyton more involved. So I don't know. What are your thoughts there? Oh, there we go. My dog. Look at this guy. Victory blunt time. Hell yeah.
There you go. Yeah. That's the Dochi on the left-hand side.
Puff give, son. Puff give. Come on now.
The whole thing about that Telesco, signing and basically manning up pretty much to that signing. I would assume, based upon what he said, that was his doing, not Staley's doing. Just because if he's the one that said, hey, I apologize for that. I think that's a big, big thing. And I think, to be honest, that's a really big learning lesson, I think, for Telesco, in the sense of like growth for him. I'm not saying that like Telesco is like the best GM of all, but at the same side, I do feel in the last like 2 to 3 years with Staley, we have had a difference to this team all around as a team, draft wise. And I feel like vibe of the organization. So maybe it's a turning point for even Telesco at this point.
Yep. And you're right. They weren't ready for the game plan. I'll tell you right now, dude, I did not think our defense was going to play like that, dude. Seeing Mack and Bosa out there. Oh,
lovely.
Damn. Yo, dude, guys, we were dry humping them all day. And here's the thing. We didn't look that great on the offensive line either, right? It was 2 really good defensive lines that did a great job. I think what I'm going to do, guys, in the comments below, I think I want to do a defensive video and I'm going to do an offensive breakdown video. So I'm going to do both, and I'll do 2 separate ones because there's a lot I want to discuss on the defensive side because they ran some cool stuff. I really liked a lot of the stunts they did. And by the way, reality check, those shades are going to be available. They do say Bolt Bros on them on the side. They're pretty solid, dude. So we'll get you hooked up. Oh, hell yeah. Fuzz Rico, you were there in person. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. Legit. What was the vibe like? I bet you Jets fans were just pissed, but it's all good.
I can't remember who talked about it this morning, but I saw a clip and they talked about how Jets fans are the worst. And if my experience with Jets fans was the playoff game 05, I think, where Nate Kading 04, I think it was, where Nate Kading missed the field goal. And Jets fans were chirping after that one, dude.
Really?
It was, man. And it's funny because they said that those are one of the worst fans in the league. They're just dudes that just go. They just go and talk. So, but it's generally New Yorkers. It's like when we went to the Giants game out there years ago. They were throwing crap at us, and they were just not liking it, dude.
I got hit in the back by one of these, dude. Like literally hitting right in the back. I was like, "Oh, damn! What the hell's that?" I was like, we better get out of here. I'm about to get shanked up, dude. I'm about to get shanked up. No, seriously, it was like, oh my God, what's going on here? I mean, I'm telling you, dude. Like, look, dude. Yeah, DD gets one. Wait, game balls to DD and Allen. Oh, that's so sick, dude.
No doubt.
And I'll tell you guys, like, look, it seems like this team finally just understood how to play football defensively. And I think the offense, again, did enough. They did enough. They didn't do everything they needed to do, but the defense is getting nasty. You know what I'm saying? Nasty, with the little exclamation thing at the end. But, again, we did score a touchdown in the second half, though, which is good. But again, and you're right, Alan. Kelly does run more aggressive than Eckler. He's more of a north and
Yep.
south runner for sure.
Yep.
He really is. And guys, smash that like button and subscribe for sure. It's awesome to see. So let's go to some questions here. I know I'm just going through a lot of these statements. Here we go. Let's see, man. And I'll tell you, dude, man, our defense was just sick, dude.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I'm curious. Let's pull up the ESPN.
I don't know if they actually have it updated at this point.
Oh, they probably don't yet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how Merrick says, at least no emotional damage. So
no emotional damage, dude. I know. Thank God. Yeah. It's interesting though. I'll tell you, the check down is pretty much his, safety blanket, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody's open. Who do I throw it to? And Eckler's usually always in the flat somewhere, right? You know that. I know that. But man, it's just great.
Yeah.
Yes, and we need Allen healthy, man. Oh my God, come on.
Yep.
And thank God, you're right, Bear Nips. No heart attack.
Love it. Love it, Bear Nips. That's exactly it. No heart attack games for the last 2 weeks. Our hearts are okay. We went in there confidently and came out confidently. So that's great.
Yeah, and QJ, I think Sauce was on him quite a bit, if I remember correctly.
I was watching.
So it's a little hard to really get. Sauce is pretty damn good, dude.
One top in the league. One top in the league. So it's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. So let's see. Yeah, and again, it'll be interesting to see how the Lions come off their bye week. I'm very curious to see how that happens. A lot of teams tend to struggle off the bye. I know the Chargers do, so that could be interesting.
Yep. A big thing about that, Jared Goff's going to be back in LA, so it's like kind of like in a sense a weird like homecoming game for him. But look, man, Chargers fans need to show up for that one. That's a big game for the Chargers. Big game for us.
Yeah, no disrespect to the Lions, but they're about to expose the Lions having had we've seen forever, only winning record. Yeah, I agree. I actually think they may start struggling. I mean, look at Miami right now. Look at the Niners. They're not looking great either. Joey Bosa said this, by the way, during the week. He said, look, it really matters to win now, right? It doesn't really matter how you start, it's how you finish. And at the end of the day, what you don't want to do is play bad going into the playoffs if you get a playoff spot, right? You want to be hot going into the playoffs. And so hopefully we can make that happen.
And it's just like the Bengals right now. I mean, the Bengals are on a 4-game win streak right now. They're just looking solid. They're looking like one of the top teams in the AFC now. I mean, they started out slow, 1-3, and look at where they're at now, man. They're just on firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Vikings looking okay too, right? They're above 500 now, aren't they? 5-4 now?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. with a guy they just signed on Tuesday. Crazy, dude. That game was nuts, by the way, guys. Okay, so let's look at CB Gaines' question here, right? So are we actually good, or the Jets that bad? Jets offensively are bad, but they're very good defensively. The fact that we scored 27 points shows we're a good team. So, and again, we held them to what, 6 points?
Yep.
That's pretty damn good, dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard question to really truly answer, but yeah, offensively they're garbage. Defensively they're elite. They are definitely one of the tops in the league, and so either which way, a win's a win. And right now, once again, they are a team that is 4-3, so we'll take that all day. And now 4-4, I should say.
Yeah, if we can go handle our business against the Lions. Yeah, folks said Staley had lost the locker room 2 weeks ago since the outscored opponents 57-19. Can we shoot the guy a morsel of credit? Yeah, I agree, dude.
100%. Yeah. Hey, by the way,
the other guy I'll say is Derek Ainsley too.
Yes.
Derek Ainsley.
Shout out to Derek Ainsley for sure. I think he really got the defense really kind of thinking differently now, and playing comfortable, loose type football and having fun with it. And also, we did do a day on Henley, and I clean daily for Monday night. He is now 2-0 as clean shaven Staley. So
That's
the
right.
reset happened with his beard, and it has gone to a 2-game win streak so far. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going. Keep it shaved, brother. Shave that business. Ain't nobody like hair, dude. And yes,
Yep.
Tom Lewis, those defensive hits by Alohi were sick, dude.
Yeah, so good. So
rock
good.
their world, dude. Rock their world. What's my name, bitch? What's my name, bitch? That's right. Herbert will have a short career if they don't do something about the O-line. Well, I'll tell you, man, like the one thing I will say is, again, the Jets have a very good defense. I would say they probably have one of the best defensive lines in the league. Of course, we showed that we have a pretty damn good defensive line this week too, since we're healthy. But yeah. So, anyways, I do think that's good.
I mean, it's probably, to be honest, I would probably say Dolphins have probably one of the better D lines too. Obviously, Jets and the Eagles and the Niners probably are the best defensive lines in the game. We've played 2 of those 4 this year, so pretty good, man.
Yeah, and that pass to QJ was pretty solid, man. He fit that in a tight window. And you're right, he did bracket him. I'm actually think I'm going to do a defensive and an offensive, video, just because I think it would be better to break it up. Again, but I tell you, dude, missing Palmer was huge. But again, a team that doesn't have a good defense like the Jets, guys would be open, right? They were just blanketed that entire game, right? I mean, we couldn't even get the running game going at all. And you're right, Jets D is for real.
Well, I mean, Robert Salah is a very good defensive coordinator. I mean, he comes from the Niners system. We've always kind of had problems with the Niners systems. And, Sauce Gardner is an absolute stud. That team just all together is just built exactly like the Niners defense. It's a tough one to play against, but they are a very, very good defensive team.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see, though, you look at the schedule ahead, right? The AFC is going to be tight, period, right? You got the Lions, which, I think if we could beat the Lions and go become, 5-4, then that would be pretty good, obviously. But then you could really go on a nice little run, right? But then the Ravens, you're right, it's going to be tough, man. But after that, it gets fairly easy. Of course, the damn Raiders finally look okay with Rodney Farva. Oh my God. Did you see that locker room, guys? I wanted to barf, dude. Like, what a bunch of thug assholes, dude. I'm like, come on, dude. I was like, really, guys? Is that really? Oh, come on, dude. I was like so annoyed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's pretty bad. But I mean, Raiders fans, I was in the stream chatting with people there, dude, and they're just chirping at us. Typical Raider fans just don't know and understand football, dude. Like, they think they're going to the Super Bowl after that win.
Yeah, exactly. Watch the Jets podcasters ingest the solid press conference. It's hilarious. They're way more negative than we'll ever be.
Oh,
That's true. Yeah, it's true.
Well, New York's a tough area for any coach, any player. They're going to get very crucified out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, you're right, Mark. Yeah, 100%. We played physical, man. And again, it just goes to show you, if you could stop the run, make a team one-dimensional, it makes such a difference. And again, man, like our corners look physical. Dude, Sante ASJ was out there chirping with 17.
Love it.
Dude, he was in his face the whole time.
Garrett Wilson. Love it.
He's like, you're my bitch. You're my bitch. That's what you are. Hold my pocket. Hold my pocket, bitch. Anyways.
The one thing, too, about that comment about Derwin James, though, I feel like they're playing Derwin James more like a traditional safety now.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like they're pushing him down a lot. They're more like a traditional safety. He thrives better in that position, in my opinion. I understand you want to be able, the guy is very versatile, but play him as a traditional safety. It just seems like it makes it easier for him as a safety. It allows him to be more of a ball hawk. It allows him to just be more, easier to be able to be out on the field and do a better job all around in coverage. For whatever reason, 100%. It seems like he's done a lot better now playing that kind of way.
Yeah. And Andy, the Bolt Bros might be at the Ravens game. So I know Kyle and I are going to be there. But James is a maybe. So yeah, I would be into that for the Ravens game for sure, dude. That would be oh my gosh, that would be amazing. We say what's up to Marion Doe, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So James, you want to take Corbin's question here?
Yeah,
by the way,
Corbin, what up, brother?
Corbin's at Rivers Lake Yacht Club, so go check them out as well too. We have a little bit of an affiliation with them, so they're one of our partners. Good to see you, Corbin.
What up, Corbin? Hey, I heard that the win and losses are on the quarterback. So what does tonight say about Herbert? You know, the way that I look at it as not every quarterback's going to be able to have a 5-touchdown game like a CJ Stroud type thing, 470 yards to be able to put the team on his back. Sometimes the quarterback just needs to be smart with the ball and just make sure that they don't make dumb mistakes. And that's the game that Justin Herbert did today. And you know what? This was a total team win all around. And Herbert did what he needed to do to get this dub. And he did it.
He did.
It didn't look pretty on stat sheet, but guess what? He got the dub. That's all that matters.
Yeah, man, it's exciting, guys. And again, you know, this is a good win. Everyone needs to share the victory and
100%.
be excited. And I'll tell you, man, look, it's great because here's the thing. I think the team understood they have the talent. For some reason, they just weren't executing. It felt like, I don't know what it was. Like you ever, again, like when I say slump buzzhorn, it's a joke, but it's kind of not a joke, right? You got to get your groove back at some point. You got to figure something out. Yep. And defensively, we were letting Herbert down. You guys know that, right? I mean, what was that statistic? The statistic is Justin Herbert's 22-8 if the defense allows less than 28 points. Guys, 28 damn points in the NFL? That's a lot of freaking points, dude.
Yeah.
That means he has to sling it every game. I'm sorry, right? You know, I mean, let's face it. If that's not a good sign for the defense, right? Herbert should not have to do that much work. So it's nice to see the defense finally step up, take some ownership, and start smacking them in the mouth, man. Yes, Marcus, I dated an Eagles fan. She was pretty smart. She was pretty hot, but yeah, it kind of annoyed me that she was an Eagles fan. That's for sure too. So she's from Philadelphia. They do. Oh my God. Yes, they do. They're annoying. So anyways, oh my God. And dude, the Giants, man, they are a dumpster fire. Danny Dimes is gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the way that season started for them to where it's at now, I mean, them giving that contract to Danny Dimes, in my opinion, was bad move.
Yeah. And again, the offense went up against a very good defense. I think a lot of people expected the Chargers really only score maybe 2 touchdowns total. So the fact we even score 27 points is great. And it's great to see us score points in different ways, right? The defense stepped up, almost got a touchdown, and we got a special teams touchdown, which is amazing. So pretty sick, dude.
We just need 21 and we've been good. So
yeah.
And that's what it was. Game balls for 52, 45, 97. I don't remember what the other names were, but I'm sure they're 12 and 13, man. That's killer, dude.
Bad ass, dude. So the defensive line, Darius Davis and Keenan Allen.
Love it.
Sick. Yeah, man, dude. And I want to start seeing this more frequently, dude. Like we are a better team than we've shown, man. And look, QJ is going to get better. You know, Fehoko is going to get more involved. Guyton will get his feet underneath him. And again, you can't say enough about the Jets defense. The Jets have an elite defense. They're not good at stopping the run. They did a good job today. They were destroying our offensive line, but they're like 4th or 5th in the league in pass defense, you know, so what do you expect, right? So, yeah.
Yep. And that is big. And C. Mertlick, excuse me, he even said, hey, man, we did it in New York. Remember that, too.
Yep.
West Coast to East Coast games is tough. I mean, regardless, Monday night or, you know, early morning type games for us. I mean, that's big for us to go there and do that there. So big shout out to the Chargers for sure.
You know, it'd be interesting. It's interesting. Do we need an O-line, first or second pick, man? I kind of doubt that. I would think we'll probably go for something different. I don't know. Maybe an edge rusher because we're probably not going to save Bosa. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe they could re-sign. I don't know, man. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
You're seeing Jordan McFadden more out on the field. You know, I think they're trying to give him more time on the field for a reason. Maybe they're looking to do an upgrade somewhere, maybe in the center position, maybe even to the right tackle position or whatnot. I mean, we'll see kind of where it goes with Jordan McFadden, but it's cool to be able to see how they are utilizing pretty much every player on this team in different ways, and I love it.
Yeah, wide receivers were not really getting open,
No.
and the O-line did not give them a lot of time. I mean, I was counting around 2 seconds. 2 seconds is tough, dude.
Yep.
You know, you really want around 3 if you can in the pocket, but man, they got some big ass dudes on that line, dude, and they are just nasty. Nasty boys.
Nasty
Remember
boys.
that Paul Abdul song?
Nasty boys.
Nasty boys. Anyways, but you're right, reality check. Every game is big, dude. Every game is big. Again, we're back to 500, and so I posted this a while ago, but just so you know, the AFC playoff position, the number 6 playoff spot to the 9th. I think we were at the 9th. It's literally one game. So now we moved up to like, I think we're tied with the Jets now, but we have the tiebreaker, so we'll beat the Jets. So either way, my point is every game from this point on matters. Like it's absolutely there. I think we're a little higher than the 10th seed. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to double check, but yeah. And this is crazy. Mac with 9 sacks in 8 games is absolutely crazy. And by the way, you know who's doing that too is Thule. Thule is helping. If you watch that All In episode, Thule, the thing that he's doing is he's taking on double teams so Mac or Bosa can come around and have an open lane to the quarterback, right? So he's playing team defense, guys. So that's huge.
Yeah. Dude, Thule was an absolute steal for this draft. Getting him in the 2nd round, massive for us. So it's fun to watch Thule play.
Yep, AFC win, huge. Top 5 defense.
Yep,
exactly.
Yep.
Well, and the other thing I would say on that too is that I really do think that, you know, bottom line, as we're, you know, going through this, you know, it's just going to get better. I just want to. This was a nice donkey punch win, right? Like everyone said, "Oh, you beat the Bears. They're kind of like bitches, right?" Well, hey, look. They're still an NFL team, and we destroyed them. It wasn't even close. We went into New York and destroyed the Jets. They only scored 2 field goals.
Yep.
I'm sorry, dude. Like this is a big win.
Well, even to say the Bears played the Saints pretty tough this yesterday too, and so it's not like the Bears are a push-off team. They actually look like they had some fight against the Saints. Now, are the Saints really that good? Well, they are 5-4 in their first place in their division. So, you know, Bears aren't a pushover team in a sense, in my opinion. So
no,
they play a little bit, you know, stronger than I think some people think. So I think they did a good job, but it's a big win regardless.
Yeah, we got a sense of confidence. It's awesome. And again, you're right. You know, this is good. This is good.
Yep.
How about the team sell? Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's a big part of it, right? That's what DA was talking about, right? They have a celebration committee for when they make a play like that. They still went and did it. They had fun. So, man, oh my gosh, dude. Let's see. And you're right. The D played angry tonight. My God, dude.
Love it.
Man, you know, you know, boy, I was the same way. James, didn't I say that? I was like, God, this guy
exactly that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You were like, I want to turn this game off. And I was like,
I'm freaking bored, dude.
You know, to me, it was like, look, I'm just glad to see like an actual kind of defensive game for the Chargers, like a game where they actually look like they're figuring out how to play defense for once. Like that's the thing I was like excited to see. And hey, I was all for it. I was just excited to be able to have a game. I didn't feel like my heart was beating out of my chest the entire game.
Exactly. Yeah. And the Dolphins played very similar. The too high. By the way, everyone in the NFL is doing a too high shell now. Just so you guys know, I've been watching literally Sunday. I sat on my couch all day. I watched every game, and I was watching. I'm not joking. Everyone runs a too high shell now. That's all they do.
Yep.
That's all they do. And so that's it. That's the defense now. And it's really not any different. It's the same thing. So, and again, that's Vic Fangio and Brandon Staley. Those are the two guys that really made that popular right now. So,
Yep.
yeah, and I agree. Yeah, DD needs to be put into some more running
That'd
back
be dope.
formations, dude. And by the way, Henley is fast as hell, dude. And guys, he's such a cool dude, man. I mean, honestly, go check out that interview we had with him. He's such a cool guy.
Great, yeah. It's awesome to see Henley out there, and I'm glad to see that they're putting players out there, getting some field time, even if it's garbage time. It's still big time for them to be out there.
It is. Yeah, get the Wiggles out, man. Let them get out there and do their thing, man. Yeah, and I do like this too. I do think he's, allowing, and I think Derwin, I think it's also a little bit on Derwin too, right? I think Staley has built up Derwin so much. I think there's something to be said about that. But Derwin looks good in his safety position. There was a couple times I think he was a little off in coverage. Yeah.
Yep.
Where's Jalen Hawkins? So Jalen Guyton?
Yeah, Hawkins, he was the safety that we signed from Atlanta. You know what? I haven't seen him out there at all, man. It seems like Dean Marlowe's really kind of solidified that other safety position at this point. So I think Hawkins was just kind of a security blanket kind of player for us more than anything. So wild that he came in his first practice and then got an illness immediately or an injury because he didn't drink any water. He was looking to he didn't drink any dang water on the plane getting over to the freaking California. Come on now.
Yeah. By the way, Caleb Williams, he was crying after that Washington game. Did you see that? I was like, what a bitch. I mean, look, I get it, dude. I get it. But I'm like, okay, man. Dude, he has not beat what was this? I read some statistic that he hasn't beat it was something like he hasn't beat a Pac-10 or Pac-12 winning team since he's been there, the starting quarterback, something of that nature. It's ridiculous.
There's a lot that's coming with the whole Caleb Williams thing about him talking about he doesn't want to get drafted by this team or that team. He wants a piece of the team to whatever team he gets drafted to. Come on, dude. You cannot start calling shots like that. And, I think his draft stock is dropping pretty dramatically in my opinion.
Big time. Yeah, he was crying on the sidelines to his mommy, dude. Like, I was like, bro, like, okay, dude. Yeah. Are we going to sweep the Ray turds? I hope so, man. I tell you what, dude, freaking Rodney Farber looked pretty good out there. I was kind of blown away. I was like, oh, geez. Like, we got a team now, huh? So, but I hope so. Well, and honestly, Fabio, I kind of agree with you on that. I got pretty frustrated with that as well. Why do we run it every time on first down? I think part of it is they knew. Why don't you answer the question, James? I'll give you my thoughts because I'm just kind of curious what you're going to say on this.
I kind of saw a lot more of the opposite in my opinion. It felt like they kept doing a little bit of passing on the first downs and then the run on the second down, almost like all the time. Now, once again, I feel like our last offensive coordinator, Lombardi, did this all the time, and we always got like 1 yard, 2 yard, and then we get stuck in a second and long type situation. And you know what? I really don't know why they're doing that, but at the same side, when you only get a yard or not even a yard on the first down attempt on run, you're really putting your defense more like, all right, well, second and third are going to be pass downs at this point. So it's kind of a hard thing to really set up. I know they're trying to set something up and set like a 2nd and 5 where they could kind of go either which way with a second down play, but either which way, it's kind of a hard thing to know if you should pass the ball and just potentially not get anything or have a big play or whatever it is. But I think they're just trying to set up the second down play. And I think Kellen Moore really prides to be able to have a better situation on second down to kind of open up on a 2nd and 5 situation where he wants to pass, maybe throw deep, just take a free shot or whatnot. So I really don't know. But I hate seeing that when we go first down and we don't get 1 yard and it's constant that happens.
I think the thought behind that is just that they weren't very good at stopping the run, right? So you may as well just try and do your normal best runs, right? Power right, whatever, right? They ran a lot of power against the Bears. The Bears very good at stopping the run. So, but again, we still struggle with that. I think, I was going to say that we're good at pass defense, and this game kind of proved that wrong, but we're also not very good at, run, on the offensive line as well, too. So, and Tom, it did look a lot like Darius Davis's run back in, against the Rams.
Dude. He's got so much speed. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
So fun to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. So he did do the Thule, the T thing for Tonga, right? So I thought that was kind of funny. At least that's what I thought it was. I saw him doing that.
Well, I saw Thule when he got a sack. He did the Bosa, like, whatever. He did this. He did the, like, yep, no big deal. Just another sack kind of thing. I'll be back.
Hey, and you know what? That's exciting, right? Because, those guys are having fun in the locker room together, which is huge. And again, if it would be interesting to see, though. Anyway, we don't want to talk about the offseason, man. And by the way, Neiman is looking amazing, dude. Yeah. Neiman is looking great. I think he has one of the highest PFF ratings on the team, if I remember correctly, man. I don't know, dude.
I've been a fan of his since we've had him, and we just never played the guy. And I'm a big fan of Iowa linebackers, and he's been one of those guys that I wish had a lot more field time. And so, I wouldn't be surprised if we tried him. I'm sure at this point in time, he's probably on his last year of his contract. You could probably sign him for a pretty cheap deal and bring him back in.
Yeah. See, if I was Telesco and I'm not Telesco, I would bring back all these guys for depth no matter what, because injuries happen, right? At the end of the day. And look, we got Henley. We already got a stud guy in Henley, but Neiman's doing great in special teams. Henley's playing special teams. You saw him decleat that dude against the Bears. That was just absolutely sick. And, I agree. I agree, reality check. I think that's where Derwin needs to sit a little more too. Fabio says, Bears are a bad team. Saints, Jets, come on. Let's less hype and more reality. Bad O-line, play calling, running game. Not a single W was convincing. Hey, but a W is a W, man. That's all that matters, right? So, we could be negative about it, but at the end of the day, a W, especially when you go to New York, it's big, dude. Of course, the Chargers pretty much play road games every week.
Yeah.
Yes, and second down runs were irritating. I agree with that as well too. I kind of feel like the theory is always you're trying to figure out what you're going to do for your second and third down plays, like James was mentioning. But again, it was a little predictable. Our run game the zone reads have not been great, but again, we've also played two good teams with good defensive lines. So,
well, and the one thing too, like even to say at the half of the game, we only had 11 run plays in the game at the half. So it's like we really didn't actually, it might have been at the third quarter, actually, believe it or not. But basically, we didn't ever really run the ball. We were throwing the ball a lot early on in this game, and we were kind of abandoning the run game. I think we're probably about at least 70-30 in the run pass or pass to run ratio in this game. I mean, but I mean, these first down runs kind of get kind of predictable if you keep constantly doing it.
Yeah, and Eckler dropped a couple of major passes. I thought he dropped, 2 or 3? I can remember. Yep. And I was like, oh, man. Also, when you have a lead, you want to keep the clock moving. Yeah, that's called Marty ball.
True.
Right?
Yep.
Teabagging, exactly correct. Teabag those fools. Neiman had like 3 interceptions rookie with 69 snaps. He's good. Well, and again, the other guy that I like also is Muse, Tanner Muse, the other linebacker we have that plays mostly special teams. Dude from Clemson. He's actually very good. I think I read a statistic that he's like never missed a tackle in his NFL career. Yeah. Tanner Muse. Freaking crazy. So again, it leads me to believe that we're probably not going to re-sign K9, which could be kind of sad, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And you're right. The offense did enough. They were beating us at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I agree. Well, and let's talk about an elite team, right? The Chiefs are an elite team, and quite frankly, that game probably should have won. We should have won. We just made a couple stupid mistakes. Yep. But they're top 5 offense, top 5 defense, and we hung in there with them towards the end. We just couldn't do much offensively the second half. And you're right. He was a game manager. So
that's all he needed to do.
And guys, we're 4-4. We're 500 now. Moving forward, it's all good. So,
and the thing is, though, these next 2 games are the big ones for us. These are the big games. November is where you really start positioning yourself for the playoffs. And you got it. These next 2 games are massive for us.
Yeah, I'll give some final thoughts. I know we've been talking a lot. We're about an hour in right now. Look, I think this is a great team win. At the end of the day, look, I think the Bears were a good slump buster. We got our groove back. We taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this is what this feels like. Oh, this is what oh hell yeah, I want more of this. So here's the thing, we got it taken care of, and now offensively and defensively, we're playing as a team. And I honestly, I suspect we're going to start hearing that the locker room's happy. You're going to start seeing people be happy moving forward. And this is exciting, guys. And guys, I've not seen anybody get injured, which is amazing. Like I didn't see any injuries that game. Like I was like, holy smokes, this is great.
Nuts.
So, and you're right. Herbert played more like a game manager this game. I really felt like that's what he needed to do. And I actually think that was part of the game plan. They probably say, hey, look, dude, we don't need to score a lot of points with these guys. So just don't turn the damn ball over, So anyways, and I did see him throw the ball away a couple times too, which I thought was a nice switch. He usually never does that.
Yep.
Go ahead. Final thoughts, James.
So my final thoughts here, the defense, cap off to our defense, man. I almost feel like this game plan was like, hey, Herbert, just don't do anything stupid on your side. Just be smart about the ball. Throw it away if you don't see anything at all. Let this defense cook. And let this defense do what it needed to do. And it came out there and made it happen. Turnovers, you got sacks. You put the pressure on Zach Wilson to try to beat you, and he didn't even have a chance. Didn't even score a touchdown on us. So really, the momentum is big right now on the defensive side. I'm really excited about this Lions game this weekend. Like, this one's going to be a big, big game to really show who we truly are. Because the Lions are truly a legit team. We'll see this weekend. I mean, this game at SoFi is going to be rocking, in my opinion. Like, this is going to be a phenomenal game to watch, guys. So keep an eye out for this game this weekend, guys. We got really good momentum. I hope this defense could just stay the same course right now and just stay healthy and keep it going. This offense will find its way next week, but this is going to be great momentum. These last two games, back-to-back blowout wins. Awesome to see, regardless of how good or bad they are. They're still NFL franchises, by the way, and they're still professionals. So big win, guys. Big win.
They are. It was huge, man. And guys, honestly, thanks for hopping on. We really appreciate you jumping on after, just having a discussion with us. And again, content coming. I'm going to try and do a couple different videos. I'm going to try and do some videos on the offense and defense. I think I'm going to break it up into 2 videos, guys. And guys, hit that like button and subscribe. Stay up with the Bolt Bros events. Again, great win, Bolt fam. All righty. Well, I guess we'll hit that button. I'll hit it.
Let's get out of here. Bolt Bros.
Let's go.
Let's go.